Come on quickly, page number 80. No men are foreign, from the book called Beehive. Let me know once you are ready and turn on your cameras, everyone, quick. I want everyone's camera to be turned on. Here, Rashvi, Dia, Prisha, Aryan, come on quick, keep your cameras on. Great. So are we all on page number 80?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so this basically poem is all about acknowledging people around the world. Many times the strangers whom we meet, they are often termed as foreigner because we don't know them and we have not built up any kind of association with them. But here, the poet's efforts are to let the humans know that no matter we don't know people around us, but they are still, associated with us. There is still a relation that keeps us attached with each other. That is a relation of human being human, all right, and the kind of humanity that we should show. That is what the approach of the poet is. We often tend to help the senior citizens or the elders for crossing them the road. Okay, if they wish to cross the road and if probably they are not, and if we are around, we definitely go and help them out in order to cross the road from one side to the other side. Now if you see, probably you don't know that elder person, right? But you thought that I think this person needs my help, so you went and you helped him out or her out. On what relations? The relations of humanity as a whole. Okay, so that's what the efforts of the poets are, that we are definitely associated with each other. We should not call each other as strangers. Definitely there is one relation that we share, that is the relation of humanity. Okay, and till the time humanity is alive, I don't think so we are strangers to each other. Okay, and there are a couple of examples which have been given here, which we will try to correlate. But before that, I will read the box again for you all, because by the time we logged in, I already read the box. So I'll read it again, don't worry. Have you ever thought of some people as strange or other countries as foreign? We have many ways of thinking of other people as different from us, as them. They may belong to a different country, speak a different language. In this poem, however, the poet reminds us of many ways in which we are all same, for we all are humans. So the poet says that we have often, thought about each other as stranger, or the other countries as the foreign countries. We may also have thought about, people as who are different from us as them. There must be some qualities, which might be differentiating us with the others, right? Like we have different religions, we are different sects. Okay, we come from different backgrounds, different race, different countries. Okay, so these are the differences that lie between each other. But ultimately, the kind of association, the kind of similarity that makes us common just like others is the relation of humanity. We feel sad, we feel happy, and I think these are the common qualities that we share, right? When someone who is dear to us, it passes away, we feel sad. When some of our family members, they progress in their life, we feel happy for them, right? So aren't this synonyms of humanity? Don't we share this humanity nature with each other? Many times you might have laughed, you might have cried, right? So did I have laughed many a times, I've cried many a times. So I think these are what similarities is, right, between you and me. So even though we are strangers, but this quality, they makes us feel just like each other. Imagine this is the case with you and me. The same case maybe with the countries abroad. You talk about any countries, so it definitely depends that few of the foreigners that you will meet may not be as deep as you in terms of emotions. Okay, but then it depends definitely on the terms of culture and the tradition that they are born and brought up into, the kind of nature and nurture that they've been through. So that makes them less emotional, but they do consider, right? I feel that there is something which associates us. There is something which connects us. We call it as emotions. We call it as attachments. We call it as associations. We call it as similarities. And we call it as also dissimilarities. Okay, many times you are also attracted by the dissimilarities that people have, which are totally opposite to you. All right. So let us, start this poem without, wasting a minute anymore. I hope the background of this poem is clear to everyone. Yes. Did you understand the background? What this poem is going to offer to you? Is it clear? Yeah. So let us understand stanza wise. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. The poet says this beautifully, and he also highlights saying that remember that there are no men in this world who are strange. There is no country in this world which is foreign. Under all the kind of clothes that we wear, there is a single body which breathes. If you breathe, someone in the foreign country is also taking the breath, right? No matter what kind of costume we decorate ourselves, no matter kind of good uniforms that we wear, but under this uniform, under this clothes, there is one single body which takes breath. And I think breathing quality is similar, like, or is there any difference? Like people of America, they breathe fast than you? No, I don't think so. There is this kind of any dissimilarity, right, dear students? So this is a quality which builds an association, the very basic association. Okay. So the further poet says like like ours, like how we also live on this land, like how we walk upon this land, so do the brothers from the foreign countries. They also walk upon their land. Okay. Is earth like this in which we all shall lie, and ultimately we are going to be buried, or either we are going to be cremated. Based on our religion, we are definitely going to meet our ends, right? But definitely we are going to meet our ends on this planet only, unless we are an astronaut. And if we get crashed. Okay, but ज़्यादातर आप सभी लोग, including me, we all are going to die on this planet. Only, is there anyone who knows that they are going to die on Mars? Anyone, please let me know, beta. Anyone who has booked a place in Mars? के सर मेरा तो Mars तय है, ठीक है ना? हाँ. No, right? So we all are sailing on the same boat, right? We all have taken birth on this planet, and we are all soon going to die and bury ourselves in this planet in the form of either either cremation, or our ashes will mix up into the sand of the earth, right? That's where ironically the body of individuals meet, right? If we at all follow the Hinduism as a religion. Okay, let us see what next poet has to talk about. They, too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Like how do we, take the advantage of sun, take the advantage of air and water? We use them, right, according to our need. So do they. All right, they also take the sun bath. They also take air, use air, drink water. Okay, they are also fed, like how our farmers, they feed us, right? See, ultimately if you'll see, it is not our parents who feed us. Actually our farmers, they are actually feeding us. All right, so like how we have farmers, how we have farms from where the vegetables are grown, how the seeds are sown. Okay, ultimately results into the grown up crops and everything, how it ultimately reaches to us. So does happen in the foreign country also. Tell me a dissimilarity that shows that no sir, he is not human, we are humans. No, nothing like that, right? So they also enjoy the long winters, war's long winter, starved. Imagine probably when you are on the war field. So our soldiers also they strive to meet their families. So do their soldiers, right? They have been waiting for that opportunity to get back home and have a get together with their family, right? They also starve to meet their family, and so does our soldiers as well, right? In fact, their hands are like ours. Okay, and our hands are like theirs. And what is destined to be will definitely happen. What is written in our palm is so written in their palms. Okay, and our laborers and our labor is also not different like theirs. It is very much similar, right? Remember, remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. This stanza is one of my favorite stanzas because it talks about the local communities, it talks about the localites, it talks about the life of the common people like you and me. What does the poet say? Poet says, कि याद रहे. They also have eyes like ours. They also have eyes which wake them up and which make them asleep, right? They have strength. Okay, of course, the strength can make you physically win, but it will never make you win emotionally and mentally. And especially, no physical strength can ever, win love. You have, to bear that kind of strength which can, win love. Like that kind of, strength you have to show that people, love you. People feel like, we should be with him. Many times your nature and nurture matters the most. The way you treat people, the way you surround yourself with, the way you talk to people, even if you don't need them. Many times you might see people, who only meet people when they need them. How many of you have grandparents at your home, online or offline students? You have, right? Tell me, have you ever sat with them without any purpose? See, if you have to think, then what is it? If you're sitting, it's a good thing. See, what I personally feel is, there should always be an association. See, they are definitely physically weak, but they have also won the war which no one knows. Understand this? They might have also struggled, like they might also have struggled like how you are struggling right now. But if they have won, if they've lived all these years, that means they have won over this. They have been victorious over this, right? So, that is something that we have to respect. And I don't feel, that, to sit with a family member, you need a reason, personally speaking, all right? So you can try this out today itself. And of course, for lifelong, you can try this, right? Sit with your family for without any purpose. And I feel that's where you will realize that there is a lot to speak and discuss without mobile with us. You keep your mobile aside, when you're with your family. So that's something that you would, assure your own self. So that is something that you have to look forward to. And he says that war, the kind of strength they possess that can be won. Like one of the examples is APJ Abdul Kalam. He, of course, was known as the missile man of India. But then definitely the kind of tasks, the kind of work that he has shown, has marked a place in the hearts of people. People these days, or people nowadays, or people of this century, they will always remember, APJ Abdul Kalam for his soft words, or for his kind of, interaction or get together with the young kids of India. Okay, because he was more inclined to meet the young kids of India rather than meeting the aged and good people of life. He always emphasized on meeting the kids because kids are the future of India. Okay, so he was always, and today everyone remembers him. Though he was the missile man, but he has that soft corner that he could win the hearts of people. Okay, in every land is a common life. You go to any random house, people are living, right? And they're doing their normal job. They are sustaining, they're living their life. Okay, and so is happening in that foreign country as well, right? People are living their ordinary life. People are struggling every day. But at the end, if they have a sound sleep at night, that is where they feel that the day is worth, right? The people like you and me, we are living our life normally. Okay, we don't have, a kind of royal life like, in the morning we have to meet the Prime Minister of India. In the evening, we have to meet President, son's a president of country. We are not living life like that, right? So our life is a normal life, right? So people in this country, they're living normal life. People in the other countries also, they're living normal life. There is nothing different. That all can recognize and understand the kind of life that we are living, the kind of life that we are used to live, the same kind of life even the people in that country also live, right? Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers. Serious students always will find those set of people who is not at all satisfied or who always have grudges, who always feel that why should he progress. You'll meet this kind of people in your life, in your society, if not today, tomorrow. Your job is to identify them and keep yourself away from them, because you cannot stop this kind of people to enter from your life, but definitely you can definitely keep yourself away from them, no matter if they try to come close to you. So there will be people who will tell you to hate others. The point of association is this, that there will be people who will be in your life and say you don't meet them, don't meet him, he's a bad boy, he's a bad girl, you should hate him, you should hate her, we are in a war with them. You'll find this kind of people who have negative influence. Okay, so the poet says that remember, whenever we are told to hate each other, to hate our brothers, it is ourselves. We are not hating them, but we are hating our own self. Whenever we are told to hate our brothers, see, brothers here, it may be the community that we are addressing to. Okay, as far as the current society is concerned, we are told, or there is a kind of hatred that we have for the other community, I believe, that shouldn't be there. Okay, so the poet says it rightly. He says, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, we shouldn't do them, because hating others results into hating our own self. It is ourselves that we shall dispossess, because we shall keep ourselves away from all this. Betray, condemn. Okay, betray means किसी को धोखा देना, ठीक है, किसी से दूर रहना, ठीक है. It's a quality that doesn't define us. We should be able to find the good people in our life, and we should be able to find bad people in our life. Trying to stay away from the bad people, trying to get close to the people who are good. Okay. And in the company of good people, my dear students, the poet says that you will grow. In the company of good people, you will always grow as an individual and also as a team. Understand this. And I'm sure, when I'm, naming these good people, you already have few people in your mind, right? You have already started thinking that, the kind of group that you are into, who are the good people and who are the bad people, right? And it's okay. You have a right to think about it. Because if not now, then when? Tell me, if you will not think now, then when will you think? When will you identify that who are the good people and who are the bad people? You. No one else is going to come and tell you that, sir, please, now stay away. Is the bad people. Now, sir, please, stay close. Is the good people. No, 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 no. Oh, don't wait for that opportunity. It is never going to come in your life. All right. So try always, be good to people. Okay. Don't, betray people. Don't, condemn yourself. Okay. But try to ensure that you always stay away from the bad people who have negative influence. Got it? All right. Remember, see, condemn in a way of, when we condemn someone, all right, when we put someone into any kind of what should I say, obligation, or say that no, you've done this, you've done bad, you did this to me, you did that to me. Okay, so we should stop doing that. Okay, try to keep yourself in the company of good people, and definitely the positive thoughts will keep on going. That's where you will start loving people around you. That's where you will stop people hating around you. Okay, remember, we who take arms against each other. We are the only one who takes arms against each other. When you go to the battlefield, when you go on the borders, you don't have the robots to fight with. You have humans. You have to conquer them. right? There is this poem, called John Brown. It's an amazing poem. It's a war poem. And, when the son gets selected, in the war, in the army, the mother is feeling so proud that she, she sings in the streets, she, tells in the society, she tells her neighbors about, her son getting selected for the army. And, she also advises her son that, dear child, you should take the medals, follow the command of your officer and get home with as many medals as you can. The mother didn't see the other side of the war, because when you are on a war, we have Vijaya Virgati. What does it mean by, right? Vijaya Virgati. Either you win or you are martyred, right? So, when the son, of course, for the first time, he has been selected for the army. And of course, when he's advisor, he should go on the battlefield, he should follow the commands of his officers. When the son goes on the battlefield, he's shocked, because what he sees is he has to fight the battle right in front of the one who looks just like him in the qualities. And that's where the soldier called John Brown, by whom the name of the poem has come from, realizes that the entire life was a joke. The entire life was a lie. He thought that he had to fight a battle with some other civilians. Okay. He didn't know that he had to fight a battle with the people who just look like him, just from the other part of the world. He was shocked. And when he returned, he had many bullets on his body, but he also had many medals. So when he showed the medals to his mother, the mother started crying. She said that I didn't want medals at the cost of your life, my child. But it was too late for her to realize. Okay. So somehow I feel that, war definitely brings victory, but it definitely doesn't bring the lives of the people who have martyred them. You tell me any war where we also, stood victorious and also the lost lives came back. Can you do that? No, right? We cannot do that. So any victory comes with a cost. Anything that you want has a cost, has a price. You take any basic example. Say, for example, at your age, what do you want? You want a good bicycle, you want a good Activa, probably in the next 2 years, so that you can get rid of your bicycle. Now, imagine when you are going to ask. I'm not saying that everyone's parents are going to do the same. Mine did that. So I can very well give this example. Okay. So my parents gave me the reward and punishment kind of stuff, when I was in grade 10. He said, child, if you score more than 80%, we'll get you a bicycle. And guess what? I scored only 68%. So bicycle chali gayi aap. So then I had another opportunity which was going to come in next 2 years. Because now 10th के बाद तो 12th ही होता है ना, बीच में 11th तो कुछ है ही नहीं. 11th में किसी को bicycle नहीं मिलती clear करने, ठीक है? So now I had to put in my efforts to get a bicycle in 12th standard. So 12th standard came, now the expectations rose. He said that, son, if you get 85%, we'll get you a bicycle. I said, I don't want. I really don't want bicycle. Because this time I knew that I'm not going to make 85% again. So it's totally wrong, to console yourself that, push, yes, you can do it. Come on. You can, man. Come on. You want bicycle, man. You can get 85%. So I knew that. I said, no, man. Nahi, ye to hone nahi wala hai. And guess what? When I scored 72%, my father got me a bicycle. So I realized that 85% was just a deadline. The intention behind this was that I should score as good percentage as I can. Only if I have the deadline that I have to reach till here. See, if you say that you want to reach to stars, you should have ability to land at moon. Understand this? That's the basic quality. If you want to reach at stars, you should make a habit of reaching at the moon. Okay? Yes. Yes. Okay. So I think it's common with everyone. 9 out of 10 students, they have this kind of conditions, and there is nothing wrong. It's an indirect motivation, dear students. Correct me, yes or no? It's a motivation that you are getting, right? So if you get good rewards, definitely you are going to score good marks, and ultimately it is going to add good feathers in your profile, right? See, reward doesn't matter. Cycle 2 साल के बाद कंटाल जाओगे ना. But imagine if you've got 85% wealth, you can flaunt throughout your life. Where I score 85% wealth. Can you even imagine? Like that. The flaunting will go to life. Cycle can only last for 2 years, 3 years maximum, right? But 85% in grade 12 or 10, it's a big thing. It's an achievement, right? Anyways, so yeah, you have to get rid of that. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is human beings who stand against each other. Let's go ahead. It is the human earth that we defile. What is defile? Defile means make dirt with our bad intentions, with our cruel nature. We pollute the mother earth, right? Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence, the kind of, fire, that we possess inside, the kind of grudges that we have for others. Okay, that somehow, outshines, the innocence. Imagine, when you were young, you used to compliment people on their face, like say for example, ato mota uncle je, right in front of your fat uncle if you have in your family. You could tell him on the face, oh uncle, you are fat. Now dare you say, yeah? See, you will not be able to speak. When we are young, we are innocent. Things come out of our mouth naturally, right? See, he says that the kind of grudges that we have in our heart, the kind of hatred that we have in our heart, it somehow is killing the innocence. That we are not able to pour out our clear emotions to someone else. Okay, and I think innocence can only be preserved for some years of your life. When you grow up, you cannot tell a bad person on his face that you are a bad person. And I'm sure you are going through that phase of your life, right? You cannot tell an idiot person an idiot on his face. If they are your friends, you can tell anything to them, right? They don't mind. They take it as a compliment. But your dad cannot tell this to your strangers, right? Dear students, if I'm not wrong, so that's a difference. When we grow up, we realize that this shouldn't be done, that shouldn't be done. And there is one renowned Gujarati writer who has said that નાના હતા ત્યારે આખા ગામમાં ખુલ્લા પગે ફરતા હતા, પણ જ્યારથી આ પુસ્તક ભણવામાં આવ્યું ત્યારથી ડિગ્રી ને સેલ્સિયસ ખબર પડે ને ત્યારથી પગે ગરમી લાગવા મંડી. You know that, right? What does it mean? That means the childhood is innocent. All right, but the kind of grudges that we have, somehow it kills this innocence. We should stay out of it, of air that is everywhere around. अब हवा तो बाउंड्रीज देखती नहीं है ना? ये पाकिस्तान की हवा है, ये बांग्लादेश की हवा है, श्रीलंका की हवा है, ये हवा गल्फ ऑफ कच्छ में से आती है, ये हवा बे ऑफ बंगाल में से आती है, अरेबियन सी में से आती है. ऐसा तो है नहीं. Though our 3 sides are covered with the water, right? Our 3 sides are covered with the water. So you cannot say, right, the air that we breathe is a common. And I think somehow because we are suffering for that also. COVID is because that only, right? Because हवा general है, COVID हमको भी हो सकता है. I think COVID is the clear example that we breathe general air, right? See the air that a COVID patient is breathing, directly or indirectly हम भी वही air ले रहे हैं. See, we are not asked, okay, ये air ऐसी है, ठीक है, ये एयर ऐसी है, आपको ये एयर चाहिए कि वो एयर चाहिए? नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये तो इतनी पॉल्यूटेड एयर है, ठीक है, हमें ये एयर चाहिए नहीं. नहीं नहीं, अच्छा ये एयर का कितना भाव है? अच्छा एक काम करो, ये एयर किलो में दे दो. So we are not asking, right? Because these things are free of cost. They are expensive, but free of cost. अब इतना आप एयर को पॉल्यूट करते हो तो एयर का भी हक बनता है ना कि थोड़ा बहुत आपको भी पॉल्यूट करके ऊपर पहुंचाए. और वही शायद कर रही है पिछले कुछ महीनों से, है ना? कई लोग बेचारे बिना कोई रीजन के they have met the heaven, right? You have lost someone, I have lost someone, everyone has lost some of the other important person in our life. Okay, remember, no man are foreign and no country is strange because of all these reasons. Remember that no man in this country, in the world, is foreign, no countries in the world is foreign. Now the problem is that we take this poem seriously. What about those who have not studied this poem? They may take a stranger, right? They may treat us as a stranger. They may say, "Arey yaar, no man are foreign. Come on, we know each other, right? Oh, stay away. You're a stranger to me. No. Arey, no man are foreign. We're brothers, man. Come on. Stay away." Okay, just an example, chilling out, all right? But I believe that you have understood this poem. Any difficulties? Any doubts in this poem? You've understood that? Yes or no? Yes, great.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what are they doing in your school, Vasu? What are they doing in your school?
Sir, the Happy Prince.
Happy Prince. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are they teaching moments in your school? No moments. They're teaching.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In my school, they started chapter packing.
Rashi, what are you saying? I couldn't hear you.
In my school, they started chapter packing.
Chapter, which one?
Packing.
Packing. Okay. Don't worry. Now, next class we are going to take packing only. In fact, we were going to take packing in this class only, but we saw that there was this poem which was left out. Okay. So, but now, of course, we are done with this poem. So definitely next we are targeting is packing chapter only. Okay. Right. Don't worry. Let us now progress and proceed. When they will have to do it, they will do it. But from our side, let us confirm it and let us hit the ball in the court. Okay, so we are all set. We are already leading ahead from your school. But just keep on updating me about the exams which will happen in your school. But inform me well in advance, not a day before. Like, "Chalo, my school mein hafta mein." Then I will be helpless, right? फिर तो एक ही चीज पॉसिबल है कि मैं आपकी जगह पे एग्जाम तो, लेकिन मुझे भी तो पढ़ना पड़ेगा ना, है ना? अब नींद में से उठा के बोलोगे सर आपको एग्जाम देनी है, तो आई विल हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट, राइट? अगर एक दिन पहले बोलना है तो बोलना ही मत, ठीक है ना? आपको भी पता नहीं है, मुझे भी पता नहीं है. लेट द शो मस्ट गो. So please, request, please inform me well in advance if you have an exam a week before, 10 days before, 15 days before. Just keep on updating me. 22nd, term 1.
Sir,
Start with the explanation. So chapters, have they given you chapters of this term 2? Which are they? So next time when we meet, you get along with that syllabus, okay? Without fail. 13 chapters for 13 chapters were in exam. 13 September, term 1. Okay, are we thorough with the syllabus? Great. Yes, online students, anything that you want to ask?
My
Sir?
exam is on 16th September.
and mine is on 20th September.
Subjective or objective? Or both?
My is only objective.
My both.
Objective.
Yes, my only objective.
Total marks 80,
40.
40 marks. And yours, dear?
Both objective and subjective. 80 marks.
40 each. 40 each. Okay. What about Aryan? What about your school?
No, sir, no exams yet.
नहीं लेने वाले इस साल, ऐसा है?
नहीं, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. Here, होगा? Which school you are in? CPS. Okay. 20th September. Acha, okay. All right. See, few of you have also objective, and few of you also only have subjective. Now the point is, have they informed you? For those who are saying that their exams are also going to be objective based, so have they told you that what form of objective are they going to ask you? Filling the blanks, MCQs. MCQs will be there. What about you, Angel? 40 marks MCQ. What about you, Dia?
Sir, not given yet from school the format.
हाँ वो MCQ ही होंगे देख लेना ठीक है फाइन यस टोटल 80 मार्क्स की होगी क्या बात कर रहे हो सच में ओहो alright now I will be displaying a worksheet of this no man of foreign so let me see if I have a ready-made worksheet that we can do it yes I have Chalo. Shall we discuss the worksheet? Yes or no? Hmm. Yes, you have to. I'm sorry, I forgot. The first step is that you have to write the poem in notebook and then we discuss the question answers. Without fail, quickly take out the notebook, pen, textbook, write your poem with neat and clean handwriting. Okay, you have to show me on the screen once you are done. Quick. Is there any stanza, any line that you couldn't understand? Let me know so that I can explain you again. Okay. Write it with neat and clean handwriting. Give today's date and day, everyone. Once you're done writing the poem, you have to show me on the screen. I will pin you on the screen and zoom it, okay? So don't bluff the poem. What is today's date? It is 3rd September. Very good. How much is left? Let me know.
Sir, last para.
Okay. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. 8 years back. What? After this, which class do you have? Do you have students called Himakshi and Divyan? That? No, right? They are in GSCB. So SS, of course, is different, right?
Sir, written.
Show me, come on, quick. Okay. Great. Finished, Vasu? Tanshvi?
Yes, sir.
Pendulums are there. You didn't even leave the line. You write it 10 times. नहीं 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 नहीं, मैं आपको 10th में लेके जाऊंगा, वहां पे बैठ के भी कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा. नहीं 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 नहीं. चलो वासु जी बताइए, हो गया? प्लीज डेट एंड डे. नजदीक लाओ, नजदीक. यस, ग्रेट. ओके. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 क्या है? तू भी लिख 10 टाइम्स. राइटिंग. चलो एंजल जी. चलो राशि, हाउ मच इज लेफ्ट?
The last paragraph.
आर्यन, शो में बेटा.
Yes, sir. Showing. Yeah, I think it is left, right? Yes, sir.
How much is left? One entire stanza or 2 stanzas?
Sir, two stanzas.
Rashmi, how much is left?
Last stanza.
All right, your homework. Okay. Chalo, bye. Take care. I hope you understood the poem, right? Next time, remind me of taking packing chapter. Okay.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.